Okay, folks, so moving right along here, these are other items that I got at the Fest for Beatles fans. I got the Ringo and his All-Star Band. This is the first tour from 1989 that he did, and it's from Ryko Disc. It's got the strip on there. Limited edition. Mine's 1941. Kind of late number. I saw an earlier number later on in the convention as I went around. What I like about this one especially is that inside it's on clear vinyl, which is very cool. You can see me right through there. And I wanted this for a while. Again, you know, very affordable, very cheap by Beatle record standards, you know. Here's Paul McCartney's Tripping the Life Fantastic. This is a 3-record set. It's, I believe, in the U.S., printed in the U.S. I'm not a big fan, surprisingly, of live music, really. I don't even have the Special Archives edition of Paul's Wings Over America yet, okay? And I know that, you know, it's a great show, but I'm more of a studio guy. I like studio albums better, but I finally got this. They had a lot of these sealed for an arm and a leg, and I wasn't going to pay that kind of money, but I found one that was open and, you know, I guess used. So it's in good shape, and it was not expensive at all, so that's why I bought it. And also, just as a completist, I picked this up also open. It looks like the same album, but this is the Highlights album. Here at the bottom, Tripping the Life Fantastic Highlights. It's got 11 tracks on it. It's a single album set. Now, here's interesting. You know, there's nothing more frustrating than times when you bought a record recently and then if you would have waited, you would have found it. Like, in other words, I just got this, this has to be in every serious Beatle fans collection. It's the German version of Magical Mystery Tour, true stereo on some of these songs. I mean, really amazing stereo cuts on these. You know, it's a little dirty. It's not in great shape, the cover, but that's why it was pretty affordable. The record is in really nice shape. Well, anyway, this one has the Horzu on it. I believe the one that I just got a couple of months ago at my local record store does not have this on it. It's got the Horzu writing on it. And the record's in great shape. That's it for the albums, actually, but I got some 45 singles, what have you. Here's the Beatles and Murray the K As It Happened, the U.S. tour visit, which I had this when I was much younger, a teenager. I got this as a teenager. I found it at a flea market, and I got rid of it. I sold it like everything else, but I finally got it back. And it was a good time to get it, because we just went through the 50th anniversary of the Beatles. I thought this was really interesting. It's a DJ promo, white label promo for John Lennon's version of Yoko's Every Man Has a Woman Who Loves Him. They have the Lennon version on one side. You can see it says promotional use only. It's one of those. And it has the Yoko, I guess the Yoko version on one side and the Lennon version on the other side. Lennon version. Ono version. One side's Lennon version and one side's the Ono version. I really like this. These are fairly common, but I didn't have them yet. It's the Baby It's You BBC single EP, 4-track EP. Fairly common, but I didn't have it. USA version of the Free as a Bird single. I don't know why they made the USA ones like this too. That's interesting. Maybe it's not a USA one. I think it is. It says printed in USA on these. And the Real Love, which is another common one. Here's Paul McCartney Birthday, but I should have looked at this first. I don't know. This is on Parlophone. It's on Parlophone, so it's UK. Put it there. Also, Mama's Little Girl on the B-side. It's UK. Another one of those songs which in my opinion should have been a #1 and Paul got cheated out of a #1. Hope of Deliverance, great song I think, great commercial song. Backed with Long Leather Coat, which is one of the many songs that didn't appear on the Off the Ground album in 1993. You know, I just want to double check. You know, I haven't really studied these enough. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's UK. Here's a German 45 Ringo. Rack My Brain, backed with Drumming Is My Madness from Stop and Smell the Roses album. German copy. That's it for the vinyl, so well, sort of, but I'm going to show you some autographs that I got. I did get some autographs lastly, finish this up. First one here is Frida Kelly, the fan club secretary. She is a wonderful woman. Everybody loves her. Can't say enough about her. If you haven't seen that DVD documentary yet, Good Old Frida, be sure to see it. It's wonderful. Tells you a lot of things you didn't know about the earlier days of the Beatles and the later days. But Frida was there through it all. She just couldn't sign enough autographs, you know, and she was there all day, every day, in between speeches, tirelessly taking care of the fans. She was really, really cool. Two members of John Lennon's the band that played with John, the New York band Elephant's Memory. Elephant's Memory, John, you know, enlisted them to play on the Sometime in New York City album, and here's a Japanese 45 that I bought, and I had two of the guys sign it. This one's the keyboardist Adam Ippolito, and I can't remember Gary's last name, and I can't really read it. I'm sorry, Gary. I saw Gary. He's an awesome bass player. He gave a great talk. Gary's the bass player, and he signed there too. Lastly, for autographs, I managed to get a few more. Mark Rivera. He's really a great musician, Mark. Really nice guy, and he signed this picture. This was really hard because I had to buy a couple of albums. I didn't know these guys were going to be at the convention. I had this already, but I had to buy it. This Good Night Tonight single because Steve Holley and Denny Lane, both who were really great guys, and signed this. They were so nice, so pleasant, so happy to say hello to the fans. And I had to buy this in the flea market just to have something to sign. But that's the way it goes sometimes. And I try not to be greedy when it comes to autographs, but on a separate day, I won't go with two albums in one day, but on another day I got another Denny Lane. I bought this separately. It's a reissue of the Columbia label of Wildlife. Oh, one thing really quick while I have 8 minutes. Here's something I got for free. It's a poster. Paul, back in the US, 2002. This was a freebie.